Good evening. My name is John Bandy. This is the first discussion we had, video discussion we had in defining the role of a school counselor. Um, my first vision of a school counselor was a guidance counselor, vocational counselor, one that would pretty much would help you with the career. You want to go in the army, you want to go to college. This is the path you need to take. Um, you see him on bus duty, he or she on bus duty. You see him on cafeteria duty. I mean, their role in my early part of my life was never really a defined role. It was just you seeing them and kind of like fading into the backdrop. My first real time seeing a school counselor really doing the job of a school counselor when I was a school resource officer, and I was for the sheriff department, and I was my first school was at a alternative school. It was a middle school, it's middle schoolers, and my office and the school resource office, school counselor office, and the safe school coordinator, we was on side by side, and when I had issues with children that was not of the criminal, but yet not enough to take to the social worker, the school counselor would step in and kind of, guide them to the right path. They confided in him and talked to him. His demeanor, his demeanor was very calm, and it was never I never seen him in a turn up mode. I always seen them kind of like mellow, and that was with everything they did. They was like that peacemaker. Um, Now after you know seeing that, that was kind of like a step up. Like, wow, this is really something. The interaction between the kids and the different staff, the social worker and myself, it was a whole lot different. It was very engaging, and you seen them do career like shows, do career day where the kids would actually meet different careers. So that was my first really look at a school counselor and seeing the things he was doing, seeing the things he or she did. Now reading and starting the class and looking into the things is a lot. I mean, I didn't know that they had this much responsibility, this many things, this many obligations, this much responsibility. I was reading in the readings that we had that for a normal is 250 kids to one school counselor. That counselor is in charge of keeping data of the kids and their progression. They're doing a small amount of counseling and outsourcing, um, keeping the gap small, making sure that the same opportunities are there for minorities or um, that or people that's less fortunate doesn't have the same economic standpoint as others, that they are able to get the same amount of education, or keeping that gap small. Um, Also, staying on top of their own profession, staying trained up and keeping proficient in their skill to be able to give that information to offer that to the students, and then also being able to be intertwined with the staff and being someone like the in between guy. They refer to that he is like the 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 peacemaker. He's on there, that neutral person, and I thought that was really really eye opener. In looking at the school council, like I said, I never knew that it was so much responsibility that they had to do on top of the duties of helping the school and counseling and stuff. So it was really shocking to me, and nothing that I thought that it would be. Like I said, I always had a thing that they would just counsel kids and students that are needing issues, but never knew about the career advancement and trying to make sure that what they say the three, that career, academics, and social and emotional was that responsibility that counts. So yes, it was very surprising to see. Scripture that I chose was Proverbs chapter 11, 14th verse, and it says, "Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counseling there is safety." That spoke volumes to me. And then I did the New International Version of Proverbs 11, chapter 14th verse, where it says, "For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors." So it's stated, both of those verses, same verse, but different New International Version and King James Version, that counsel is important from the Christian point of view, as well as the in the interaction with schools. A nation will fall without correct counsel. Um, Someone's there to push the guidance to make sure that people are going in the right direction to build the nation, the future of a nation. So yeah, career counseling is really shocked me. It's really, the role that a career counselor plays is really a big important part of school, and I'm excited to be a part of that. This is the end of my discussion. I'm enjoying. I look forward to doing more videos and talking with everyone and getting to know each and everyone's thoughts and their roles as school counselor. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good evening.